Hello, I'm going to show you how to connect Sentera's GTH series of transformer fan speed controllers. These controllers are temperature-based and feature automatic and manual control mode. They can be used for both heating and cooling applications. So, let's get started. First, the power supply cables. Line, neutral, and protective earth. Next, the cable to the motor. Line, neutral. And finally, protective earth. The controller also features an unregulated temperature-based output that is used to connect a heating or cooling valve. It is open when the controller is not in off position. When the controller is switched off, the valve is closed. Since this is a temperature-based fan speed controller, we need a PT500 temperature probe connected to it. Since the controller is intended both for heating and cooling applications, the default mode is heating, and to change it to cooling you will need a jumper that's put on the two pins on the PCB. I'm putting the jumper on the P4 header that's marked with cooling. And this is how cooling mode is activated. Now I'm going to remove it and show you how the controller works in heating mode. These connections are just enough to get your motor running based on the temperature measured by the PT500 temperature probe that's installed in the correct place. Like this, the controller will run based on the settings done using the two knobs on the enclosure. This one is for temperature set point and this is the control knob. Automatic mode, off, and then the 5 output steps. Now our controller is supplied and the temperature set point is 5 degrees centigrade. Since the working mode is heating, the fan is not working because the temperature in the room is much higher. I turn the knob and change the set point to 35. The temperature in the room is lower, so the fan starts working. The controller is now running in automatic mode. I want to switch it off. And the fan stops working. Now I will operate it manually. Step 1. The output voltage is 110 VAC. I will increase it and it goes to 140. When step 5 is activated, the motor is running using the supply voltage, which is 120 VAC. This is how the controller is operated as a standalone device. If you want to use the complete set of possibilities and options offered by the GTH series, you need to connect it to Modbus. I'm going to show you how. To control the GTH using our free Modbus software, the 3SM, you will need a UTP cable that's crimped on one side with the RJ45 socket with loose wire ends at the other side. You only need to connect the A and B signal. The other two, the power supply and the ground, you do not need to connect. You should either isolate or cut them. The blue wire twisted with white and green wire is for A signal, while the green one twisted with white and blue is for Modbus B signal. The other side of the UTP cable that's crimped with the RJ45 socket needs to be plugged into Sentera's converter. Plug in the crimped cable into the converter and the USB at the other side to connect to your computer. I'm going to show you what you will see on your computer. From 3SM Sentera, click on 3S Modbus. It recognizes the controller automatically. Click on the controller to select it. A new window with the Modbus registers of the device opens. There are two types of registers, input registers and holding registers. The input registers are read-only and they show the status of the device. As you can see, our temperature sensor is connected. The temperature set point is 29.4 and the actual temperature in the room is 23.7 degrees centigrade. The regulated output is currently off and so is the unregulated output, to which we have nothing connected. The default value of the mode is heating. That's what we chose. The holding registers are used for setting the device. I will show you how to change the output step of the controller. For the purpose, I first need to override the output, meaning I will replace the step set manually using the knob by the Modbus holding register setting, which will happen via holding register 13. So here I choose Enable. Next, I choose the step via holding register 14. I choose step 4, which in our case is 190 VAC output voltage. As you can see, the input register also changed. Now, I shall reset the Modbus registers to their default values. That's how you can control via Modbus. This is how you control your ventilation based on temperature using your personal computer. If you want to control it from any part of the world, just register on SenteraWeb. And that's all.